I'm going to draw this apple, it's actually a fake apple, on toned paper with colored pencils. I don't have very strong direct lighting on it. I have light coming from multiple sources, so it's not ideal for high contrast, but I do have some highlights here that I can bring out in my picture. So I've got this light tan paper. I think I'll start off using a light 5H pencil to draw the contour of my apple. And I'm looking down a bit on the apple. So I'm real lightly putting in this shape. I have a tiny little shadow here underneath. I'm noticing my highlights are not super bright white, but I'm going to start off by blocking in, putting in where some of my highlights are. There is a stem, I might want to draw that in. I'm hoping these pencil marks don't show through. To be safe, I could erase them or lighten them. Just using student grade pencils here. So when we use colored pencils, we want to start off pressing lightly. We don't want too much wax to build up, because if it gets waxy, it's hard. We can't do as much blending of colors. So I'm pressing a little harder now. I'm getting some whiter whites. Not super bright white on this paper. Maybe I should have used darker paper to get more contrast. I'm gonna see what this red looks like. That's pretty red. So I'm just gonna slowly build up my various tones. I think I'll start off working around the highlights. Oops, that's a mistake. On my apple, it's green inside, and I think that's because it's a painted fake apple. So I think I'm going to ignore the yellow green in there. But I'm starting off and pressing rather lightly. I'm going to save my darks for later in the process. So I'm not going to press hard yet. I am actually putting down my marks in the direction that the apple's form actually follows. So instead of doing random, say, marks in this direction, I'm actually doing marks that follow the actual contours of the apple. I think that's going to make it look more three-dimensional. I just wanted to mention that. You can see down here, I'm actually using, instead of black, I've decided to use red for the shadow, and to create it, to make it darker, I'm going to add the complement to it, which would be green. And we'll see how that comes out. My apple's starting to emerge here. I'm realizing I'm only going to be able to go so dark just using red. Even if I press down hard, it's not going to become a super rich dark red like I have in my apple. So to make it darker, I'm gonna try adding purple to it, which does have red in it, right? So let's see what happens if I use some purple. Let's see here. So remember, I'm not pressing hard. It kind of works, I guess. It's starting to really create a purple. Actually, I think that is gonna work. Unfortunately, you guys can't see what I'm seeing. I took a photo of the apple from the vantage point I have, so maybe I'll put that in the video so you can actually see what I'm looking at here. So I'm trying to create these dark reds. I don't know, it's starting to look purple to me. I don't know if this particular purple is working so well. But then I can always go back in and add more red to it. Spending a lot of time looking at the apple. Probably almost more time looking at the apple than I'm spending looking at my drawing. All right, so now I want to see if I can make this look less purple and more just dark red. It's working pretty good. Another thing I could do my overhand grip. Use more of the side of the pencil. I'm gonna go real light over my back highlight here. It's not as strong. All right, maybe I'll take a break from. So I'm pressing harder now. All right, I'm wanting to do my shadows here. So I'm gonna create, the stem is brown. So to create brown, I put down red and now I'm gonna add green. See if it works. Oh, it's kind of a brown. Same with my shadow down here. Got a very dark shadow underneath. Colored pencils do not blend as well as paints, but you can get some cool effects with pencil. So right now it's looking pretty good. Pretty brown. So green and red are opposites. I'll press down hard, and it's really just coming out red now. So I'm layering and layering, seeing if I can approach a really dark tone. Oh, that kind of worked. What happens when you blend colors to make darks? It looks more natural. This is not blending here. Look how like purple's really popping out here. So I'm wondering if that's because I'm not using drawing paper. I'm just using construction paper here. So this is kind of an experiment. I think what I'll do next, I'm gonna try to blend the colors a bit with rubbing alcohol and see what happens. And then after that, I might do a new one with different materials. We'll see. So I'm supposed to just use a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and it's supposed to break down the colored pencil and make the blend together. So I'm just using a little bit. We'll see what happens. So I'm trying to get rid of the gaps in between the pencil strokes. My highlights really don't look very white, so maybe I could add more white here. Try a little bit more. I just don't see that it's reacting much with the pencil. Oh, there we go. There's some smoothing happening.